Self-development with tactics.
So, today I'm gonna record again. I haven't recorded yesterday and the day before, I assume and think and guess, but today I'm actually at an all-time low in terms of energy. Probably for sure due to my diet. I kind of have to resort things. I've been in this spot before, but I kind of just get into it from time to time again and again and again. Yeah. So I'm gonna see. The problem with it is the chance of me getting really angry is just exponentially high, which is obviously not amazing. I kind of feel like being on fucking drugs. Like, I don't know, like just some people saying, okay, if you're on Trembolone, you're just really fucking aggressive. And I kind of feel like this. Besides the fact that I just don't have too much energy, especially now I'm fasted. Haven't eaten up to this point, but yeah, I'm gonna see. The past is just a memory. Does anyone else frequently daydream of living in fantasy worlds or other places instead of going about your day normally? Well, I actually like to do that. I really do. Especially when I'm sleeping, I tend to imagine things, quite a bunch of things. And it feels great. And most often then I'm also able to sleep quite well because I have something else to focus on besides not being able to sleep. You know, if you just get what I mean. But anyway, the past is just a memory, which is from the Stoicism subreddit. You can forget memories as easily as you can remember them. It was in a bad place. In a bad place mentally a couple of weeks ago. Feeling much better now, and I kept finding myself dwelling on past events, which was a great cause for anxiety, as we all can assume. Putting it into these new terms, though, helped me shift my way of thinking. If the past is causing you trouble, forget it. It's only your own memories after all, and you won't regret forgetting them if they're doing you harm. Move forward. Which just makes sense if you think about it. I mean, if something isn't serving you, forget it. You know, as well, it is very easily said and just not easily done, but it makes sense then to forget things and, well, push them out of your life. Whether it is indeed memories, whether it is indeed people, whether it is indeed, I don't know, food, whatever it might be, you know, whatever we might be talking about. It is incredibly important to think about the fact that you are in charge. You are in charge of things. You're controlling your life. This is what you do and what you can do. And what I can do essentially as well. We are powerful, quite powerful. Let's see what the Stoicism subreddit is talking about as well. Being cheated on by exactly who I expected to get cheated on with. How do I cope with being far behind my peers? It is what it is, and it for sure is not in every aspect of life. We all are different, we all have different skills. Some people might not be as good in school as some other people due to just a ton of different factors. Which may or may not be bad. You know? If you're good at something else and if you're able to pass by life quite easily, then everything is fine. In the end, it comes down to being happy and having a good life. Being healthy as well. If you have the highest education or not, doesn't really matter then. Of course, education can matter if you let it matter, you know. But if you're really hard worker and if you're able to just do things otherwise and learn things otherwise and whatnot, then it really does not matter at all. you know, because you're still able to get a high paying job. You're still able to do whatever you love to be doing, because it is actually not about the money at all in life, and so on and so forth. Like, I do have a feeling that we most often make our lives way more difficult than they have to be by just thinking in certain terms and thinking about certain things in a certain way and having certain viewpoints and or points of views and or worldviews that we incorporated in our life or that we're just having. And it all comes down to them, you know? This is bad, this is good, all comes down to how I see things and how I think about things. Period. There is no other reason why something is good or something is bad besides me just thinking it is good or it is bad because of whatever influence. You know, this is something one has to also think about. Like, obviously, the friends that you're having, the community that you're living in, all those things are indeed influencing our decision making, influencing our worldviews, influencing all the things that we are doing and thinking about, and so on and so forth, which just makes sense, I would say. But yeah, being cheated on by exactly who I expected to get cheated on with. Can anyone please give me a way to think about the situation other than blaming myself? I have a long distance girlfriend who I have met a handful of times. Her ex has always been jealous of me, and the girl never completely shut down her ex's advances. Now she's told me she needed a break, and she spent the entire time with the ex, not focusing on herself, which she said was the point of the break. I feel like I should be sad and hurt, but really I'm just numb. I feel like it is my fault. I should have just expected this and left. Now I'm just sitting here watching her cheat. Every time I bring up her activities, she shuts me down and says she's tired of this. But if I try to break up with her, I have. She says she loves me and doesn't want to lose me. Stoics, please drop some truth on me. What I would actually be doing is leave her, period. You know? I think it is a great strategy of hers to keep both, you know, so that he can, that she can get all the things she would like to be getting, you know, because she can take a bit from him, a bit from the ex, a bit from whomever, but this obviously isn't serving the new boyfriend at all. Just 0%, you know? There's nothing good about that. There's nothing sensical about that for this person. And so why the fuck would you be doing this? Why the fuck would you still be going through life in that way? There is no sensical reason to just be doing that, because it's hurting you. It's making you not feel tremendously good. So one could also be like, well, I'm giving you an option. I'm giving you just an ultimatum. Either you're fully just, how should I say, you're fully just getting done with the ex and move on with me, and or I'm just leaving, period. It is what it is. Of course, it isn't something easy, because I assume the new boyfriend also loves her, or still loves her, which I can truly understand, but yeah, why the fuck would you be ruining your own life to such a high degree? You know, why would one? What's the benefit of that? But I am interested in what people are saying. Reminder to those commenting, advice and personal advice threads must bear some relation to stoicism. The first comment being, this isn't stoic advice, this is just about self-worth. Look to her actions, not her words, and stand up for yourself. You do not need to make some speech and tell her when where she's gone wrong. You just need to leave. Don't lower yourself, because if you're willing to put up with that and forgive her just because she says some words, she will never respect you. Kind of feels like treating kids as well. Like, you know, you have to show them boundaries and you have to show them that you're not, I don't know, some pussy or whatnot. But yeah, it just kind of makes sense. I second this. Sorry to break it to you, OP, she's just not a good match. Drop her and don't look back. But here's a bit of stoic wisdom that may apply. Seneca wrote about grief that he would prefer that his friend Lucilius leave grief rather than the grief leaving him. Grief passes in time, and it is better for us to make a conscious decision to part with grief than to allow grief the power over parting with us. So in this case, I would rather you take the power in your hands and part with a relationship which is sure to end than to allow the relationship to eventually part with you. Which is just gonna drag things out way too long. And it is in the end gonna be the same fucked up situation. You're gonna be broken up with this person, but maybe on the other hand, this person is just completely fine with it because she just already broke up with you 2 months ago. In terms of feelings, in terms of behavior, in terms of whatever. Also in terms of cheating, whatever it might be. So, nah. Don't deal with that shit. There's no point in dealing with that shit. Please read both this man's comments thoroughly and take his advice. I'm going to take some things I think you should read along with that. I'm relatively new to Stoicism, so I'm not sure how comfortable I am doing advice on it, or actually doling advice. Is this even a word? I don't know. Well, it actually is. Benefit paid by the state to the unemployed. Well, but I do have a strong understanding of psychology, and there is a great deal of overlap. It seems like the girl doesn't know what she wants or wants to have her cake and eat it too, by keeping attention and relationship on the back burner while she's being with another guy, her ex no less. Breaks makes no sense, and in my mind lead relationships into inevitable turmoil. In a serious relationship, how someone can tolerate not being their partner's first and only choice is beyond me, even when the temptations arise and things get rough. A real partner should choose their significant other because they know they shouldn't throw something good away for something temporary. Or hedonistic, yes. This is indeed the case. Yeah. A second guy's advice, I know it is insanely difficult to go into detail how she's hurt and you vent your anger and frustration, but it is just not worth it. Just remove her from your life so you can move on, heal, and eventually be happy again. Tell her you're done and that is all, that this is it, no talking, no pleading. You need to respect yourself because you don't, others. If you don't, others won't either. The thing that I've very recently realized is being a good friend of yours, thinking about yourself, thinking about your feelings, thinking about your energy, thinking about your body makes sense, period. You know, just period. Why the fuck would you indeed? Yeah. What's the point of that? What is the point of being hurt all the fucking time? What is the point of not loving yourself as much as you should be doing? And therefore, one should be one's own best friend. Period. And so yeah, I'm gonna go eat something before I die. See you soon. Bye bye.